Let's talk about this MVP conversation. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we both have a side here. Like we
We
spoke
do.
about it in pre-pro. So the race is coming down to two. It's coming down to
It's two.
two. Shout out to Alyssa Thomas. She was
Shout
in there.
out to AT, man.
She
Shout out to AT.
She's supposed to be in there, but
I will say the Mercury front office, every team in the league should take notes from the Mercury's front office. They love Alyssa Thomas. And they let everybody know they love Alyssa Thomas.
Mhm.
Every day on social media, I see them saying they love Alyssa Thomas.
As they should.
Every team should take note, and I'm talking to you, Chicago, on how to treat your star player. And that is it. She's a triple-double machine, 15 points, nine assists, and about 9 rebounds a game. That's just amazing. Shout outs to her. She has had a historic season. Unfortunately, though, she is also playing at the same time as Napheesa Collier and A'ja Wilson in a big girl league, man.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. So shout out to AT, man. I would argue if A'ja didn't even go on that damn tear that she just went on,
it would be AT. It would be AT versus Fee.
It would be,
and that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Listen, man, let me tell you something. All right. So let's start with this. So I am Team Napheesa Collier. Even though I love A'ja, and even though I think what A'ja's doing right now is fucking insane. Like I think that is on the board for some of the greatest, most craziest shit I've ever seen in women's hoops ever. Like I just want to be clear that. You are obviously Team A'ja. Right, but and like I said,
no wrong answer.
Yeah, I want to preface this by saying I don't think there's a wrong answer here. I don't think anybody's gonna be upset with I don't think anybody's gonna be upset with Team Fee or Team A'ja. Like you gotta look at the scope of the season. It's like they both got really strong cases. Like extremely strong case. So I'm here. I'm gonna make Fee's case here. Right? Yep. Now I'm gonna let you make A'ja's case. All right. So Napheesa Collier, who I find so hard to hate. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to put that on the table too. Like she was talking big shit during the finals. She talking big shit. Mind you, I met her in person, so it's not like it's like she talking big shit. Courtney Williams also talking big shit. Like she felt the way about how it was officiated, and it's a little.
That's fair. There's some questionable calls for sure.
I would have qualms. You get what I'm saying?
Well, me too.
Yeah. All in all, I got real love for Fee because I think Fee is a hooper. Like, I love the way she plays basketball. Love it. Every aspect of her game is solid. Every aspect of her game is above average. Above average. She is an elite scorer. She is an above average passer. Elite defensive player. Elite defensive player. Elite rebounder. And like you get what I'm saying? Like she has all the tools that you want in a plug and play player. She reminds me a lot of like when Kawhi Leonard was at the peak of his powers. Like where it's like, hey man, you're not going past Napheesa Collier. That's just not happening. All right. So just try something else. Try something else because you're not going past her. And if you get past her, it's getting put on the backboard. It's getting put on the backboard. She has that elite level of elite defensive acumen, plus mixed in with the level of elite offensive acumen. So I look at her on a level where I look at her on a level of and A'ja Wilson in the sense of being well-rounded in their game. And Breanna Stewart here, to be clear. To be a player that's as well-grounded in their game as possible. And it reflects through her team, and it reflects in the record, and it reflects on the basketball court. The Minnesota Lynx looks like a completely different team when Napheesa Collier is at her best. They look like unbeatable. Trust me, it took every willpower of our star power team with our coach actively sabotaging us to defeat Napheesa Collier last year in the finals, and she was having a bad finals. like it wasn't like she was having a great finals. She wasn't shooting well, but she was still cooking. Like she was hitting clutch, timely buckets, this, that, and third. That's all to say. This year, She was so consistently excellent. When I say consistently excellent, I'm talking about 50, 40, 90 on the offensive end. For those who are new to the basketball realm, that's 50% from the field. That means every time she shot the basketball, it went in 50% of the time. Above 50% from the field. Above 90% from the free throw line. That means every time she went to the free throw line, 9 out of 10 times, that shit was a bucket.
Yeah.
And 40% from three. That means every time she shot 25 feet from behind the arc, it went in 40% of the time. To be clear, we are talking about people on the pantheon, if we're compared to men's sports, of a Stephen Curry, of a Klay Thompson, of you get what I'm saying? Like, these are the people we're talking about. Elite scorers. You get what I'm saying? Kyrie Irving. Like, we're talking about people that offensively gifted with the basketball. Coming off of a season where she was, I don't know if she was unanimous DPOY, but she was damn close.
Yep.
Damn close.
Yep.
So I look at Napheesa, I go, yo, you were consistently excellent throughout the whole year. Not only were you consistently excellent throughout the whole year, sans the 2.5 weeks that you took off because you hurt your ankle because Cheryl freaking Reeves decided to play you in a blowout up 40. Up 40.
Right, just being greedy.
In the fourth quarter. And then with a ton of media, like, you never know when the game's over. Cheryl, let's be for real. Let's be for real, Cheryl. Like, the game's out of reach. Game's out of reach. What are you doing? What are you doing, Cheryl? That should piss me off so bad. I can't even lie to you. That should piss me off so bad. Because what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Cheryl? Anyway, back to feet. Not only was that, I say that it reflects on the team because the team looked unbeatable for 3 quarters of the season. Unbeatable. We're now seeing a little bit of the chink in the Lynx armor. You get what I'm saying? Like, outside of feed, they don't have like really consistent scoring. Like, it's a vibes team. Like, shout out to Courtney Williams. They have cohesion. You know what I'm saying? They've played with each other for a while, so they know each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, are we going to depend on Courtney Williams to average 20 plus points in the playoffs? That's a tall ask, but Courtney Williams done it before. I'm not going to act like she hasn't.
Right.
But you get what I'm saying? But, like, you look at Fee, and it's like, I'm going to need Napheesa Collier to score 25 points a night to beat the fucking Golden State Valkyries. Like, I think that is on the board. Like, if she doesn't score 25 points a night, that's, like, it's clipped. So, to wrap up my spiel, I always err on the side of caution of best player on best team. I think that the Minnesota Lynx looked insanely unbeatable, and that's saying a lot because we didn't play them until July.
Yep.
So it's not like we were able to experience the full force of what their full team looks like, and neither did them. Which is why I'm okay with our second round series because it'll be basically a clean slate, and we'll figure it out then. But man, listen, Fee consistently excellent. Best player on the best team. And again, shouts to Cheryl Reeve, even though she's nuts. I think she kept them afloat while Napheesa Collier was out. But I also think Cheryl Reeve shot herself in the foot by keeping Fee in the game up 40 because we were actually able to see, like, through a basketball analysis, like, okay, this team has real flaws that Fee covers up, like, aggressively. Aggressively covers up. Because if the next best scorer on your team is Courtney Williams, and the next best scorer on your team is Courtney Williams, like, and I love Courtney Williams, that is a team that is a seven seed. That is a team that is an 8 seed. Like, you're not a 1 seed with like a 5 to 6 game lead on seed 2. Like, without Napheesa Collier. That's just the God honest truth. And that's my spiel on Fee.
All valid points. No notes on that. Obviously, I am on the other side of the spectrum. As you know, it's really like, you know, when we even talked about if they did a co-MVP, like what that could look like, because it's just been too good of seasons. Now, I talked a little bit about A'ja in the beginning. 23 points a game, 10 rebounds a game. I think for me, AP player of the year. I think for me, she's my MVP because I think that you lose to your runner up, your co MVP runner, like who you're racing against, by 50. And you put on your big girl pants and you go and just kill everybody for 16 games straight in this WNBA. The Aces are not a team without A'ja Wilson. I think that you can argue maybe the Lynx can throw together and win some games, and did without Fee. The Aces, they're nothing without A'ja Wilson. Nothing. Becky is not a good coach without A'ja Wilson saving her. Chelsea Gray is past her prime. Love the point guard. She's past her prime. Jackie Young is, Jackie Young. She's a bucket. And like we said, Jewel Lloyd, even her averaging, she took a significant chunk of seat this season, right? There is no one better than A'ja Wilson in the world. There's no one. And for me, when you're looking at the MVP, right? Best player, I always hear that. Most valuable, I think valuable is that key word that I sometimes feel people get wrong. The Lynx, they can win some games without Fee and showed that they could. The Aces, no. And the Aces do not look good without A'ja Wilson. The Lynx, as we said, they work on vibes. They have a good cohesive team. A'ja Wilson is the everything for the Aces. And the fact that she led them from being out of the playoffs. We weren't even talking about them being a contender in the playoffs at this point in time. 16, 17 games ago. We were like, they got to try again next year. And she said, nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. I'm the one, and I'm going to show you guys why I'm the one. Fee, I love Fee. I do love Fee. I can't lie. It's South Carolina versus UConn right now. This is giddy. It's giddy for women's basketball, right? Gino versus Dawn. Like, we're always never going to escape that for the MVP race. Like, how fun is this? But at the end of the day, A'ja Wilson, it is her WNBA. It's her WNBA. And she is, we might, guys. People say Maya Moore is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Jordan, all this other stuff. We are literally like watching LeBron in Miami right now. Like, that is what is it equivalent to. We are watching her put together everything. Everyone says, if you listen to all the players talk about LeBron, they say Miami LeBron is some of the most scariest LeBron. They might argue and say second Cleveland LeBron was just like the most insane LeBron there ever was. But they talk about Miami LeBron because Miami LeBron was putting together the athleticism and the IQ. And all of a sudden, we just saw an explosion. We are literally watching the greatest of all time develop before our eyes. What a great time to be alive. And I don't see her not dominating the league for at least she probably has about 6 to 7 more years of dominant. Like, there's no one even close to her. There's no one even close to her at her position. And she is doing this all as the best player in the league. By points. She got Fee by like 0.3. It's a very small point differential on their scoring. But what is most impressive to me is that we know that the WNBA is a big girls league. It's a big girls league, and she's dominating. And she's been healthy. She missed, maybe like a few games in the beginning of the season, but she's been healthy and dominating consistently every game. I don't think she scored less than 20 points in the last 16-game streak. It's insane. But like I said, like we said before, there is no wrong answer here. There's no wrong answer. I would be happy with either getting MVP because I love Fee too. I love Fee. I do. I do think she is just amazing to watch. It's so fun to watch her play. Like she just understands the game at a different level. She does. She can score the ball at a different level. Like it's beautiful. The only thing I said, and this is her coach's fault, the injury I think kind of hurt her a little bit, just a tad, because while she was out, all eyes were on A'ja Wilson. And that is all people have been talking about for the past 3 weeks is how good A'ja Wilson has been. It's tough. No wrong answer here. No wrong answer. But
I agree.
They have made it it's the most watched WNBA season ever. And that's without Cece playing. So the game's been good. The games have been good.
Yeah, well, good luck, ladies. Good luck. I like I said, I don't think there's any wrong answer here. All right, let's move on. All right, so let's talk about real briefly the Rookie of the Year convo. So obviously, like Paige Beckers is getting the Rookie of the Year. I'm trying to
no question about it. My pick for Anissa, she's just been too hurt. She's been too hurt. Like, we can't get her healthy at all. She's been great. Sonya's been amazing. She has, but Paige is the Rookie of the Year. She has been just, we're watching. Yeah, Kyrie has entered the league, y'all.
Yeah, she's tough. She's super tough. So yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that. So shout out to Paige. If they give it to, well, they're not going to give it to anybody else's because
there's no other answer.
You're just uber tough. So I think the only I'll say is this. If Sonya would have made the playoffs, it would have got a little interesting because I think Sonya Citro is the second best rookie this entire time. And that's only because, full disclaimer, Dominique Wembanyama did not play enough games.
Right.
If Dominique Wembanyama played enough games, I'd be like 1B, because I'm telling you, I've seen 3 games. I've seen 3 Seattle Storm games in full in which I saw Dominique Malonga and I was like, listen. Ooh, that looks spooky.
She looks real good.
Yes, indeed. So, yeah, shout out to Paige. I just want to give her flowers and stuff like that.